Welcome to Real Civil YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see how do earthquake affect the reinforced concrete building. For that, we need to understand what is the difference between gravity loading or gravity load or earthquake load. So here I have two pictures. First one is gravity load. Gravity load direction is generally vertically downward. So whatever dead load and live load that you are considering in your structure, that is self weight of the structure, floor finish, live load, all these loads are getting applied vertically downward. So gravity load action or direction is vertically downward. So whereas the earthquake load, here you can see I have shown a horizontal arrow representing a lateral load. It represents lateral load. Means what? The direction of earthquake load or lateral load is horizontal. So that is what the basic difference is. Gravity load is vertical and earthquake load is horizontal. So that's why the structure's response gets changed. How it changes? Let's see. In vertically downward, that means in gravity load, here you can see our structure. Suppose this is the beam, our beam bends like this. That means the tension is there on the bottom face at the center. Okay, and because of the fixity here, there is a tension gets generated. So in the beam, there will be tension here at the center, and at the support at the top there will be tension, and because of this portion is getting in tension, it drags the column. So here you can see there is a tension on this face of the column, and similarly on the opposite side, but at the base there will be tension. You can just mirror this effect. You will see the effect on the second column. Now this is what vertical load do. Now what horizontal, lateral or earthquake load do, you can see here. For that you just need to imagine that you are applying the load at this face. So what will happen? Because of application of the load, this portion will get in tension. This portion. As this part is fixed, it will not go with the flow. That's why here you can see this portion getting in tension. As you are applying the load here, this portion is getting in tension. So this is somewhat like this. Okay, and you can see the effect on the other column also. This portion, as you are pressing on this side, this will be in tension, and as this part is fixed, there will be tension also on this face. Exactly reverse effect you will get when you applied the load from this direction. Exactly opposite. You can see by pausing the video. Now I will more simplify it because we have studied the bending moment diagram. So if you see this fixed beam, if it is there, we know that this is somewhat the bending moment diagram looks like for gravity loading. For gravity loading, here you can see, and we have drawn this diagram so many times. Okay, similarly this is what the BMD for the column. So I'll not explain this because we already know this. Okay, so these are the zones of tension. So in gravity loading, we know that on which face there will be tension. For example, at the center, at the bottom, there will be tension. Near the support at the top, there will be tension. So we know that where there is a tension and where is the compression. But if you see the bending moment diagram, or here you can see in this first picture, here there is a tension. Now in second picture you can see the tension is at the top. Here you can see tension is at the top. Here you can see tension is at the bottom. As the gravity loading, as the earthquake loading or lateral loading, it's somewhat cyclic in nature. That's why we have to be prepared for the tension as well as compression on all the faces. So that is what the basic difference between the gravity loading and earthquake loading. I hope the concept is clear. If you have any doubt, you can comment. I will surely reply. Thanks for watching the video. Please like, share, subscribe the Real Civil YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you so much.